Hi, Diana. Okay, so I thought it might be easiest if I were to record like a screen capture of me looking over your website. So that way, instead of me trying to type up all the information, I could easily just say it to you. Okay, so I have your website here. And first of all, I love this like little let's chat box. I think that's awesome. I think that is perfect for letting your clients know like you're able to answer any questions they have. And it just makes you feel like a little more inviting. Um, I'm just curious, like, so when someone enters that, where does it go? Like, does it go to like your phone? Like, how do you chat with them? And does that mean you have to be available 24 hours? Like, I'm just curious how it works personally because I think it's a really cool option. Okay, so right off the bat, I can see easily like what you do, mainly family, children, seniors, couples. That's awesome. Um, Again, I would maybe put something around here that has like your location, like I mentioned in the video, so that if someone's coming across this site, they know where you're located. Even if you just put like Dallas Fort Worth or your specific like area, depending on like who you target. If you're targeting people all across the Metroplex, put Dallas Fort Worth. Um, if you're targeting people located to your like central to your specific location, you could put wherever you're located. So for me, I would put like Denton, Justin, Flower Mound kind of area, whatever is around me. Um, I like your photos. I would say you don't necessarily need all of these right here all the way down. Typically on a website, we call like the wherever whatever you can see when you first log into the page is what is the primary. Like especially with all these options up here, very few people are going to scroll down very far. So if anything, I would put like maybe just I keep trying to point my finger like you can't see where I'm pointing. Um, Maybe like do just a collage of photos across here. Like here you have like a couple, like that's really sweet. I love that photo. And I love the colors in this photo. It's really pretty. And then you have like the laughing seniors. And so what I would do is maybe pick like three of your favorite photos that show your three favorite genres, or even create a collage of four so you kind of showcase each of the four things that you highlight up here. And that way it's like people don't really need to scroll down. Like they have everything you need right in here. So what I would do is I would put like a collage of four photos and right below it put like a little paragraph that kind of says like where you're located. I can see if I can pull up an example, but let me do this really quick. I'll pull up mine. Um, And so you can see like I just have like this little paragraph and it's on every single page of my website. And so it just kind of gives like the general areas that are around me. Um, and this is on every single page. So I put it like in the footer of the website so that it just automatically, translates to every single page. I look my specific location and how they can get a hold of me. So if you want to go like do something similar to that, I don't know what your website platform is or like what company it's designed through. There should be a pretty easy way for you to add like a little footer at the bottom of the page that just says like where you're located and maybe an email address or a phone number to get a hold of you. Other than that, I think your homepage looks good. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's very easy to see like what you do. So that's the first question is, what do you do? Obviously, you do family, children, seniors, and couples. One thing I noticed when I was clicking on these earlier, and it may not do it now. Yeah, so it's not loading. So I had to refresh the page for it to even like show up. I don't know if that's on my end or if that's something with the website. So you might have someone else look at it and see if it's doing that for them. Um, because I don't know why else, like, I'm not sure what would be causing that. It's not like when I refresh it, everything loads really quickly, which is good. At first, I thought maybe you just had giant photos on here and it was taking forever to load. But it seems like once I refresh it, like it loads really quickly, so it's fine. So maybe just see if it's doing it for someone else besides on my computer, then maybe check with your website company and see like if that's something that's I don't know wonky on their end. Um, I love the photos. I love the mix of the different like family dynamics. So you've got like family with older kids, with little kids. These are really pretty pictures. They're really cute. I would say maybe not do the black and white. Um, I don't know. I feel like to me they look less eye-catching. Like this photo, I would love to see in color on this page. Like, and maybe that's just because I'm typically drawn to color photos, but there's not enough contrast in these black and whites for them to really stand out to me. So I would maybe just stick to color photos. I feel like that's going to be more eye-catching for anyone coming to these pages, but your photos look great there. We'll go to the children's one. Again, I'll have to refresh for whatever reason. Same thing here, like your pictures are good. I just think that like the black and whites, the edit is not super contrasty. It's real soft. And so color photos are going to pop a lot more. Like they're going to be more noticeable. They're going to be more like what I call scroll stoppers. So if someone's scrolling through your page or through social media and they see that color of that picture that just kind of catches their eye, black and whites don't typically do that unless they are like really emotive black and whites. So I would, oh my gosh, that little face. I would stick to the color photos for your portfolio. And then if a client asks, oh my gosh, this I would put at the very front, like the colors here and the edit. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love that. So I would put that closer up to the top. But I feel like clients, at least for me personally, like the black and whites are things I kind of add in as like an afterthought. Like here's your gallery, and then I'll do a couple that are black and whites if they really want one in black and white, or I give them a color and a black and white version. So I think that like sticking to the color, I just feel like is going to be more eye-catching. Let's see here, seniors. These look really good. Oh, that one's beautiful. Again, I think this would be really pretty in color. Love that one. Yeah, these are really good. I love the emotion you have. Like the connection, emotion, everything's really good there. So there's not much I would change there. I even like the first two pictures you have here because it really kind of encapsulates the whole like graduation and senior thing. I would put this one up a little bit higher because it's one of those ones that like senior girls are going to look at this and go, wow, like I want a photo like that of me. So I would bump that one up. All right, couples. Nice. Again, this one I feel like is not your strongest one on here, so maybe bump it down or put something else there. These are really sweet. Okay. So again, with these, I like that you have the 4 that you do here. The only thing I would say is like if I'm coming to this page as a client and I'm going, okay, I'm interested in senior photography, and I click on this thinking, kind of expecting it to be like more informational. I'm kind of like, oh, it's just pictures. Okay. So maybe what I would do, and this is just a suggestion, is have each of these tabs be kind of like the home page for that genre. So if I click on seniors, start off with senior information, like a little paragraph, even just a paragraph is fine. Like with what you offer, what do they get? How much does it cost? All that kind of stuff. And in that way, instead of having to have like the services tab, you just have these 4 categories here. And it just kind of eliminates here all this, the extra repetitiveness here. All right, and then I'm going to go to the About Me. All right, so I love your photos here. I love that you have a photo of your family. I think that's really nice. I think that's helped people connect with you. And see here you have like your location, but it's not all the way until you get to your About Me page. So put this on every page. And it's the only place I found your contact information, like where you could fill out an actual form. So I would say, if it were me, switch this services one for contact, like contact me, and then just have a page that sends them to this form. Because if I'm scrolling through here and I don't go through all this, or maybe I don't even click on the About Me because I'm not worried about who you are, I'm more worried about what you can do for me. If I don't click on this, I don't really know how to get a hold of you except for this chat box. So you want this to be actually on every page. If it were me, I would put it on every single page. So I would have it where when you click on seniors, you have basic information, a gallery, and then at the bottom, contact me form. On couples, basic information about couple sessions, gallery, and at the bottom, do like a contact me form. Same thing for children and families. And then that way, like your services page is kind of rendered useless, which I like this. I have a couple, ooh, that photo is amazing. I like that a lot. Where'd it go? There it goes. That one, really pretty. I don't think you need this page. Again, I think that you can put these things under the other ones. Under families, you can talk about um, maternity sessions, and under couples, you could talk about like if you do engagements, or if you do like I don't know, whatever else you do. Because I think down here on the other sessions, I'm sorry, it says from pregnancy to animals, or anything you can think of. So I don't know that you need to have that necessarily. I think you could go about this one of two ways. One, all of your photo shoots are the same price. The only thing that changes is the time frame. And so what I would say is the only one that's longer is seniors. And so I would say, honestly, if it were me, I would just put everything as being up to 1 hour, $300. And I would say up to 1 hour, because that way families, especially since I think that's why you have these at 45 minutes, they understand that you can say it can go up to an hour, but it doesn't have to be an hour. Because that way they know, okay, well, if I only need 45 minutes because my kids are going to be brats after 45 minutes, we can end it at 45 minutes. But if they're behaving and they're doing great, we can get an hour out of it. Let's do an hour. So I don't think that extra 15 minutes is going to make a difference a whole lot of times. So I would just make all of these 1 hour, $300, simple, done. And then what you could do is you could do one of two things. You could either keep these as your galleries and say, families, maybe put a little blurb at the top about why you like shooting families or why you think family portraits are important, and then your gallery. Children's, why you think they're important, what you do, whatever, gallery. And then you could come over and say like investment. And then on this page, instead of breaking it up, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Instead of breaking it up into 4 different categories that are essentially all the same, is just say, all portrait sessions up to 1 hour, $300. Now, if they include different things, maybe your seniors, you want to include hair and makeup, or maybe you include different location amounts. Like maybe with your seniors, you can do 2 locations, and your families, you only do 1. Then if that's the case, I would just come put it on these 4 pages. I just don't think you need all of this and the services. These little blurbs you have written up here, I think would be the perfect paragraph to put on top of your family gallery page over here. Take that paragraph, put it right at the top here, along with the up to 1 hour, $300, contact me to book your session, the book now button if you want to, or the contact form, and then the gallery. Done. Favorites. Okay. So this kind of confused me because I wasn't sure what you meant by favorites. I didn't know if that meant like it was your favorite sessions, your favorite things. I'm going to assume this is like a blog post maybe. Or no, it's like a gallery. Okay, so they're galleries. Hang on. It's probably not going to let me see it because it's going to make me refresh. Okay, so I would change the title of this because I think it's confusing to people to know like what do you mean by favorites? So you could either say like recent sessions, or what did I call mine? I think I called mine something on my weddings. Featured weddings. So you could say like featured sessions. And that way people know like a little more about what they're seeing there. So yeah, I think that as far as your website goes, it's very simple, which I like. It gives people just enough information to give them an idea of what you do and how much you charge, which is awesome. Those are the 2 main things they want to know. And then the main thing is make sure they know how they can get a hold of you on every single page, and make sure they know where you're located. Because to be honest with you, if I'm in Justin and you're in Murphy, which is like 2 complete opposite sides of the Metroplex, I'm probably not going to hire you just because location-wise. Like I'm going to probably want somebody that is closer to me if I'm doing a family session, because I don't want to drive all the way to you, and I don't want to make you drive all the way to me, or location-wise, like I don't know. I think location matters. Even in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I think it matters because it's such a big area. So, okay, sorry, I got off track. Here are my main like talking points for yours. 1, make your 4 things here all inclusive. So basically, like when you click on seniors, you get the information, the pricing, the gallery, and a way for them to contact you. About me was good. get rid of services, include the services in here, and then change this to featured sessions, and then add maybe a contact me form page that's all on its own. That way, if somebody doesn't click on one of these and see the contact form, they have a way to contact you right here. Other than that, I think it looks really good. I think that you're on the right track. I'm curious to know, like, if you feel like you are getting inquiries, if you feel like you're getting bookings, if you feel like people come to your website and contact you, or are you getting a lot of contact forms through your website? I'm curious to know about that. If not, I can maybe help you with some ideas for that. Other than that, it looks really good, and I think you're doing really well. So again, maybe, I don't know if this is my thing. I think it might be my computer, the refresh thing, but yeah, awesome. Okay, well, if you have any other specific questions for me, let me know. But I think you're on the right track. I think you're doing awesome. All right, have a great weekend.